All right, first day back, took a little bit of a hiatus. A couple days off. One of my buddies came back in town and kind of hit a little bit of everything, upper body wise. I didn't go too overboard though, so I think I'll be ready to hit each muscle group as it should come. Shouldn't have impeded too much growth there. Today's Monday. Morning weigh in, 220 pounds. I think we're coming pretty close to a cut once again. Going a little bit early today. Got some time off, so today and tomorrow I'll probably try and hit the gym a little bit earlier than normal. Today, though, is going to be arm day. Really simple, nothing crazy. Hit a little bit of bicep the other day. I can't even remember what day it was. Saturday. So 2 days ago, I hit chest, back, and bicep. Didn't hit a whole lot of bi, so I think I'll be fine today, but probably do a little bit lighter weight, more go for reps on biceps, and I'll be alright. Triceps, same old deal though. Nothing crazy, nothing new. Just a matter of getting in there, you know. Discipline is my hardest battle. Like, I've got a plan. I know what I got to do when I get in there, and I know I'm doing it good when I'm going in there. The only issue is going in. It's the only thing that I struggle with. And having the help from this buddy who just came back in is really getting me back on the horse. Because I wouldn't consider myself a fitness fanatic. You know, I'm not exactly fit, but I do want to do something. You know, so it's why I initiated in this whole, I guess, fitness blogging idea. Is because I want to track my growth. Because when I'm maybe a few years down the road and I haven't lost all the weight that I want to lose, I can look back on this and go, holy moly, look at how I used to look. Look at old Logan. So I think that this is going to be a really good program for me, and maybe eventually I can start posting it, but not quite yet. I don't quite have the self-esteem for that. Not every day is like today. But in the meantime, I just got to keep going in and creating that discipline, because my motivation phase is over. I don't have, well, I can't say that. I have the motivation to go in, but it's not nearly as strong as it was, 6 months ago, when the only thing getting me in the gym was, oh, I get to go lift weights with my buddy. I don't have my buddy anymore. He's following his job right now. So it's just going to be me solo for a little while, which is all right. There's having someone else there doesn't make the pump any different. It just kind of lightens the mood, I guess. Having someone to talk to helps you gauge the time between sets, as long as you don't get too carried away with talking. Motivation is something else. It's gone. That's what it is. Is you get tired. You're not seeing the progress as much, and you feel like you just hit a brick wall. The only reason you're hitting that wall is because you think there's a wall there. You know, if you sit there and you're telling yourself, "Oh well, I'm just stuck. I can't go anywhere else. There's nowhere else to go." Yeah, there is. You're just focusing on the wrong thing. So, just for instance, like you're looking at size, right? You're trying to get bigger, you want to get bulkier, and you're not seeing any progress. There's still progress being made, but if you sit there and tell yourself, oh, these haven't grown this much in this much time, there's nothing happening, now in your mind you have hit a wall. What's the point in continuing on forward? But say, look at it the other way. You're the guy who's going in, you're stepping on a scale every day. And the guy who steps on a scale every day, there's no visual difference, right? But he sees the scale went up half a pound, you know? And that half a pound a week, if that's what you're doing, I don't know. Again, I'm new to this. I don't know if that's how much you're going. But say the guy who's on the scale, he doesn't see that half a pound every day, right? It's like maybe stepping on it once a week, you'll see a difference. But stepping on a scale every single day, you're not going to see much unless you're like me, where you're super fat and full of water weight. That's when you start seeing progress on the daily. But even then, even for me, that's not going to be around forever. It's not genetics, it's just water weight. So, for the guy who looks at his weight probably once a week and sees that little bit of half a pound, even though he doesn't look any different, he knows it's there and he's staying motivated. He's doing everything that he can to stay in it. Whereas the guy who just kind of looks at himself in the mirror and goes, oh, I'm not bigger yet, I might as well quit the gym, I wasn't made for this. Don't be that guy. It's not always about looks. Take it from a guy who is not looking. You know? I was not built to be looked at, let me tell you that. Not some ninth wonder of the world. Dude. Anyways, I'm not smart either. But today's car talks are going to be a little bit shorter. I'm going to try and file everything down a little bit. Pre-workout is currently being slammed. Hit this morning gym like it's my wife. And then keys are getting tangled. Hold on a second. There you go. Then I will get back to you guys on the car talk home, because I don't have the self-esteem to go record myself inside the gym. I should work on that though. I need to start doing that so I can get a look at my form and how I look when I'm doing the sets. It's very important. One of these days I'll probably get one of my buddies in the gym so I'm not sitting there alone, and I'll record my workouts and look back on them and figure out how to do everything. But that's for next time. Alright, there we go. I am way out of my comfort zone on this one. But I figure I don't do it now, then when? So, today's arms. Just checking progress today. There we go. Arms are so tired I can't even get this fucking jacket off of my head. Super baggy shirt, so you probably can't see too much. But oh, it's really echoey in here. Bag. Shirt's so fucking baggy I can't see anything. Gotta roll the sleeves. Alright, so this is progress tracking day, like what, 4? I've lost track. It's time to start actually tracking progress and not just talking in a car. So, it's one arm day complete. So fucking full, I can't even get any definition out of it. But I'll track it somehow, so. And get the back for the tricep and a little bit of definition. I don't know. Yeah, it's so fucking full of water you can't even get any definition out of it. But hope you get something out of watching this. Future me, because I'm not. Forearms got a pump today. Oh. Almost immediately after that little pump check video, I took a drink of my protein shake, and I was so fucking nervous that I choked on it and almost went flying out of my nose. Yeah. Who would have thought standing there and talking to yourself would have been so nerve-wracking? That made me so nervous. But it felt good at the same time, you know? Like, that I was actually doing something, like paying attention to my growth. But the feeling of being judged just overpowered every other feeling that I had in that moment. The only thing I could think of was, well, everybody looking in here must think I'm a fucking idiot. And then I got so fucking pumped today that I couldn't see any definition. I think part of that is because I'm packing on some fat from this bulk because I'm not tracking calories. It's like an unintentional bulk where I'm not really trying to gain weight or anything, so I'm just eating a lot. But arm day complete. Feels really good. Biceps got a lot more work than I thought they would. I also discovered a new machine. So that's pretty cool. What to talk about? I'm really jacked up on Mountain Dew right now, so not really pre-workout. It's a blue snow cone flavor. It's pretty good. I do like, they had another flavor that I had before. It's a strawberry lemonade. I like that one more, like a lot more. That one was just really good. So I think when I run out of this one, I'm gonna stick with the same brand because they're doing what they're supposed to do, and I can tell. So probably stick with that one, but go back to the flavor I had before because I like it a lot. I don't really have much else to say about it. It works. It doesn't have a lot of caffeine, but I don't need a lot of caffeine. It's got all those fancy bells and whistles that all the other ones have. But the difference I've found is that this one does not feel like an energy drink when you actually take it before your workout. This one kind of just, I don't even want to say it just brings up your heart rate, but it does. But in a way, in a sense that it's not like just, I'm jacked up on crack. You know, it's more of a, it just gives you enough to get through the workout with a little bit extra. And then definitely fills you full of water, as you can tell from the half-assed, if you want to call it a pose down. Wasn't really. I didn't feel too good about it. Arms are big, and that was all fucking pumped up muscle. There wasn't a lot of fat wrapped around it, but there was so much water. You know, you can't see anything. I think that's a good thing, though, because that means that I'm not getting too much fat, and that the muscle I am gaining is mostly muscle. I know it for a fact it is not all muscle, but I know it's not majority of fat either. So I'm actually pretty happy with where I'm at, even though I have not been eating very good. I'm really just cycling back and forth between conversations. I need to pick one and walk with it. Pose down. First pose down I ever did. Very nervous. I was like talking in my own head the whole time, and I just did not feel good about it. But afterwards, looking back, I'm glad I did it, and I think I should continue to do it in the future. Not just because, you know, I get to pose in a mirror, but, you know, not even years, like a couple months down the road, I can look at that and be able to see a difference, actually see my progress, hence progress tracking, right? If I'm just sitting here talking in a car, how am I supposed to track my progress? At that point, it's just a video diary. And yeah, that's part of it, but that's not the entire intention here. Like, I want to track my progress in the gym so I can look at who I once was and compare that to who I am now. And that's not just in a muscular sense, too. That's why it started as a video diary. But I want it to be more than that. I'm talking really fast. So, arm day today was pretty good. Biceps actually felt more like an endurance muscle today. Like, I just hit them 2 days ago. They were not sore at all, and they were not afraid to show it. Another sign that this bulk has been profitable is that I didn't even notice because I haven't been going to the gym consistently and like meaning it when I go. So I went in and I went hard today, and my bicep preacher curl, little machine curls, it's got like the V bar and you hold it like this. That went up by 15 pounds today, which is sick. You know, that's not nothing. It's not an extreme amount of weight, but compared to the last time I did arms about a week ago, and then now is 15 pounds. Like, I had to be lying to myself. Part of that is maybe I was just going light that day, or wasn't feeling 100%, and I'm just feeling better today. I'm not sure. All I know is that this arm day compared to last arm day, I was able to move 15 more pounds. My triceps as well, I was able to bump up a little bit of weight. Went from 47 to about 55, I'd say, is my working set. They didn't have any of those little 5-pound drop sliders on the cables, so you could go 50 or you could go 57.5 pounds. And so I just did the 57s until I got tired. So I did 2 sets of those, and then the last set I went down to 50 and tried to rep it out. Didn't get much more sets. I was so tired at that point. Then I found this other machine where you can sit there facing the weights, right? And you hold the cables in your hands like this. Like, pull on your arms, and you can do the bicep curl that way. And that felt pretty good. Definitely not a primary workout, like what I would want to do to work out, but say all the cables were taken, like today, that's a really good workout. Like, I get what I want from it, and it feels good. What else can you ask for? And it's a weird position to be laying in, you know, and it feels almost like a core workout while you're doing it. But all in all, it does what it's supposed to do. Triceps were pretty much average. I'm just really happy about my buys. I'm just happy to be in the gym, honestly, today. Also, cardio. I have not been doing a lot of cardio, so I got back on that today. I always pull up a little YouTube video of one of my favorite bodybuilders that really encouraged me to do all this. And just walk at a pretty moderate pace, something that'll break my sweat but won't make me exhausted, because I don't have the time frame in a day to be able to go and do cardio at one point and then go to the gym later in the day. I don't have a schedule that can fit that. So I have to do cardio in the same time that I actually go and do the gym. So because of this, I know I'm not getting everything out of this workout that I should, but at least I'm doing cardio, right? It might be negatively impacting the workout, but you get so much more out of it in the long run, not just muscle gain wise, but progress wise. Like, I'm not going to the gym just to make weight move. I'm going to the gym to make a difference in my appearance and in my health. And a cardiovascular endurance workout might just trump the actual weight training in that case. So, went outside my comfort zone again. Moved a lot of weight. Real happy about that. Got back on cardio. That's a big one right there. I did my cardio. And then that's about it for the day. And then tomorrow we're going to be doing either chest or legs. Probably legs. Give my chest and back a little more time to rest. So tomorrow we'll be hitting legs. And then legs is a really awkward part of the body to try and pose down, but if the room is empty and the lights are dim, maybe I'll go in there and try something out. Try and get something for you guys. But till then, no, go home, take the dogs out, slam the rest of this protein shake before I get out of the car, and then continue to hydrate. Gotta drink like 2 or 3 more of these shakers full of water to make sure that my body's getting everything that it needs. Other than that, though, you're all caught up. I'm all pumped up. I'm gonna get on going. See you tomorrow for legs.